According to World Metrics, it says that around 70 to 72% of divorces in Western Europe are initiated by a woman. So, if this high percentage of women divorce their husband, it's certain that these women will be back on the streets, out in the dating market. Now, this video is not a diss video. It's just for the modern man to be able to prepare himself for what he's getting into the moment he decides to date a divorcee. And one of the signs that most men that are dating divorcees see and are often blind to is when they first start going out on dates. Now, I agree that the first date, as a man, you should completely take care of it. But subsequently, as you guys go out more, talk and have a good time, if she is not bringing her own quota, we're not talking about 50-50 here, but we are talking about she making life easier for you in terms of the expenses that you guys incur while you're dating, you should run for your life. Because this simply means that as time goes by, you're going to start incurring her own expenses so that she could keep her own money. There's a popular saying in the UK here, I don't know if you've heard it. When men are in relationship, they spend money. When women are in relationship, they don't go broke. They are even making more money because they are able to keep whatever resources they have to themselves while the man spends on them. So basically, it's a loss for a man to be in a relationship, and it's a gain or a profit for a woman to be in a relationship. One of the red flags of dating a divorcee is that you're going to take care of her expenses, especially because someone has been there taking care of those expenses, and now that the person is no longer in the picture, she's going to be looking for the next available man that is going to take up that space. So beware. 2, there's an issue of submission. And if you're blind to this as well, you might be long gone before you notice that you are in a trap. Most of the divorced women divorce their husband on the basis that he controls them. But when you listen deep to find out exactly what happened, you discover that because she is a low-key feminist and she refuses to listen to an higher authority in a marriage, that is why she's divorced. You hear sayings like, he doesn't want me to go out with my friends, that is why I divorced him. You hear sayings like, he wants me to cut ties with all my male friends. You hear sayings like, he wants me to stop coming home late from work. And you're beginning to wonder that, how is it in any way that this man that you once called your husband has been controlling? Because all this point made so far is a point that any man can also make as regards his wife. So based on the no-fault divorce, no-fault divorce is a motherfucker, man. Based on no-fault divorce, she divorces this man and still parts away with his assets. Now, whilst this is being done, she goes back into the dating market, hoping to look for a man that is masculine, but then again, that is willing to show his feminine side. Let's go deeper. She wants a man that is masculine in the sense that the man that is going to take care of her, that is going to protect her, but she wants that same man to be feminine in the sense that once when she gives an order, is running to her side to listen. So, according to the stats that you are seeing below, it simply says that once some women clock 45 to 65, they don't want to be under any form of submission again. So this simply means get divorced, go out into the dating market and simply look for Chad and Tyrone, who they would get involved with sexually, but then again, who is not going to tell them how to live their life. So it's basically like, a stray dog that doesn't want any form of authority, but then again, wants all the benefit to living a good life. 3, she blames her ex for everything that has happened in the marriage. Isn't it crazy that despite the fact that 70 to 72% of women divorce their husband, they still blame their husband for everything that has happened? This is to show you that most of the issues that are happening or that has happened during the course of the marriage can be settled. But because of no fault divorce helping or making the divorce easy, and the entitlement she gets when she divorces her husband, plus the fact that by the time she's done with the divorce, she can have access to so many Tad and Tyrone that would possibly give her maximum pleasure, she has decided to simply put the blame on the husband. This is a red flag that you should never fall into. If somebody is always seeing whatever issue that she and her husband has passed through in a previous marriage as the husband's fault, the husband being the reason why she exited, you should take note that this is going to likely happen to you. Now, if you're considering taking this serious, you should take a step back and have a deep thinking that what am I likely to lose? Let's even ignore the fact that most men lose money. The mental state of most men's mind after divorce is crazy. That even it takes years for many men to heal once they've passed through or completed a divorce stage. So you need to make sure that you are protecting your mind. If it's the intimacy that you're enjoying, keep enjoying that intimacy. Never for once think that that sex that you're getting from her is the best, and you need to snap out of it before it is too late. Your life can be on a total setback just because you have decided to take things serious with this woman. So you need to be very careful and you need to protect yourself. What do you think about this video? Drop your comment, like, share and subscribe. If you've enjoyed this video, check out any of this video on my right or left, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.